Hi, everyone. This is Kathy Zant from WordCamp Phoenix. And today we have Michelle Kiefer, who's the Director of Marketing for Pressable, one of our bronze level sponsors. Thank you so much, Michelle, for sponsoring WordCamp Phoenix. We are so delighted that you came in as a sponsor when you did. Tell me, oh, your cat is here joining us too.
He's gonna come hang out on the, oh yeah, she sure is, all the way.
Awesome. Mine just tried to do that, and I'm sure will be here any moment. This is our second cat visit. We had another sponsor who had a cat visit too, so it makes it fun. You work from home, obviously. Where are you based?
So I'm actually in Austin, Texas currently, but we've got big plans to go fully digitally nomad in 2020 because my husband also works from home. So Austin right now, but it has a time clock.
Awesome. Where are you thinking about being a digital nomad?
So we're gonna home base in North Texas on my mother-in-law. She has like this big, beautiful pecan farm. And we got this little like section in the back, and we're gonna post up and do like little tiny home situation, and then convert like an RV or a school bus or something. So we're not homeschooling, not my personality. I can nurture and like develop a brand relationship,
Yeah.
but I cannot teach my 9-year-old math. So we'll home base, and then anytime it's winter break, Christmas break, or summer and all of that, we'll hop in and just go explore and see what else is out there.
Wow, that's really fun. We're distributed team also, and we have one of our threat analysts who researches malware, and I just spoke to her the other day. She was in a cabin on the outskirts of Fairbanks, Alaska.
Wow.
I
Yeah, my
know.
husband wants to drive to Alaska, and he was like, we'll have to take at least 2 weeks. I was like, let's map that for a summer, a whole like 2-month journey. It's, yeah, me working at Pressable actually is like what opened this opportunity up for me. I'd worked from home for years, but I'd never even like thought of or recognized what a digital nomad was. But then one of our support agents, he started talking about it, and then it turned into several of our partners were doing it and some of our customers were doing it. So we're like, well, this is kind of cool. So we like put it in like the lifestyle section of our blog of like becoming a digital nomad. So I was just like working with our communications manager and like editing all this content, like how do you do it and what do you do? And then next thing I know, I'm like whiteboarding with my husband, and I'm like, we need to be doing this also. And so it's just like evolved. It's been a fun journey.
Oh, how fun. That's so great. Isn't it great working for a company that allows you that kind of freedom? It's so heartening that WordPress really offers that to so many people.
Oh, absolutely. We actually just published a piece from an agency, and it's like they came in and told their story, like how WordPress empowered them to be able to become digital nomads and to start their own agency and do this. Now they're this like little boutique design shop working, on the road, and this husband and wife team, and it's awesome. And it's, I think it's really telling of just like the whole market in whole, like the technology industry and what we care about. And, when you're doing things like code development or copywriting, like that doesn't have to be timed to like a day or a certain hour. So it really empowers people to just create and do good work and do deep work on their time schedule while, living a really balanced life and doing things they love. So
Yeah,
I'm into it for sure.
that's great. So for someone who doesn't know anything about Pressable, give me like the TLDR about the company.
Okay, so Pressable is a managed WordPress hosting company that Automatic became our majority shareholder a few years ago and have kind of been like incubating us. And we've done a lot from like the technology side and amping up our server infrastructure and things like that to be at a higher performing level, more scalable, more secure, and things like that. And so we're like a 9-year-old startup in some ways because it was Zippy Kid before. It was like a homegrown San Antonio, Texas-based hosting company that existed just because they wanted to do the right thing by customers. And then Automatic got them, as they do, they nurture the community and the the businesses, operating in WordPress. And so that was how they initially got connected. And then it's just kind of evolved over the years into this relationship that it is now, where Pressable is now poised to be like this really great solution for agencies that are building with WordPress that need to have an affordable way to scale their portfolio, an affordable way to support their high traffic customers and that are their end users. And it's been a good evolution to be here. I've been here for about a year, so I've definitely seen a lot of changes happening from a product standpoint and a people standpoint. And 2020 is gonna be exciting, I think, for Pressable. So it's a good time to like meet us now. If you haven't met us before, it's okay, because meeting us now is gonna be, different in some ways, but also, still the same old. We just want to do the right thing by customers. We want hosting to be simple. You have better things to do than worry about your hosting. And so that's kind of what Pressable does.
Great. Yeah. And I've met a few of the people who work for Pressable, and your customer service team is just on it, aren't they?
Yes, we're so proud of them. That's another huge evolution in the last year. We went to a full 24/7 team. We've got, again, just being distributed. So we've got people in all the different time zones in different parts of the world, and they all kind of stack on top of each other. So we're truly 24/7, but they're still able to work collaboratively. We use Slack. And so if you're like, if a customer submits a ticket or submits a chat to support, that person, if they can't solve it immediately, is collaboratively working with people all over the world that are, WordPress experts that know the platform, love the platform, develop on the platform themselves in many cases. And so they know how to solve your problem. We have like a 99% customer satisfaction rating from like when people like close out their chat and
Yeah.
how do you rate this chat? Like, and that's pretty, just standard. We started doing like Trustpilot reviews in the last 6 months, and we have had exclusively 5-star reviews coming in. And it's just like, it feels so good to know that where you came from 9 years ago with these, WordPress developers building ZippyKid, coming into the fold in the community and being given really strong resources to let that really shine out and know that that's an opportunity for people that are building with WordPress. So it's really cool. It's a neat
Yeah.
story. I like to tell it as a marketer.
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah. Well, it's so heartening no matter where you are in the organization to know that, I mean, what you ultimately want is to support your customers, whether they're just starting with WordPress or they're an agency trying to scale. They need to know that their hosting provider's got their back, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
And
We actually, one of my favorite testimonial videos we got, he was pitching us what our new like market catchphrase should be. And it was so funny because he was just like, you never say no. There's so many hosts, like if you have a problem and you don't know what to do and you go to your hosting support, they're like, oh, well, it's not us. And then and then you're like, okay. And then you're left like digging through knowledge bases and trying to kind of like figure out what's going on. And so he told us that it should be out of scope, nope, because we kind of like, it's not that necessarily we'll solve your problem for you if it's out of our scope, but we're never going to leave you empty-handed. Like we're going to, here's a partner that you can work with that can solve this problem for you, or here's some additional resources, or have you heard of this other thing? Or, we do have a lot of really great relationships within the WordPress community, especially with like plugins and things like that. So sometimes we can be like, oh, hey, talk to this person and can get you pretty quick to where you need to go. Because that's just what it's about. We just want to see people doing really cool things with the web. So we help them.
that's great. That's really awesome. And you're going to be at WordCamp Phoenix?
Yeah, so I decided last minute. So even though we're not like participating necessarily because we had, some speakers, shuffle through, I decided to come as an independent contributor. I've been working on some research projects in the community, and I've never taken that perspective at a WordCamp before. So I'm excited to, see what happens and go from this different angle and wear a t-shirt and not have like this like expectations and like KPIs of like how are we approaching this event and what's our participation going to look like, and all of this like strategic effort that goes into, you know, going to a WordCamp as a brand versus going to a WordCamp as an independent contributor. So it'll be interesting.
Yeah, you know, I've had some, you know, for the company I work for, I've gone to a ton of WordCamps, and I've spoken, and I've been at the booth, and I've been an attendee. And the ones where I like go as an attendee, I end up having more meaningful experiences. So I'm hopeful for that this is going to be a good one for you.
I'm really excited. I'm not gonna lie, the sunshine is calling my name. I'm going to Phoenix. I mean, I live in Austin and we've had a pretty mild winter.
Yeah.
But I'm ready to just like be warm all the like for like a few days of just like really like baked sunshine.
Yeah, the sun is never not warm.
I
It's
can't
sunny
wait.
out right now, and the air is kind of, you know, a little bit cool because it's drier. But if you go stand in the sun, it's warm. So I
Yeah.
can promise you that. It's funny because we have people coming from, you know, really cold climates, and they're just like, oh, can't wait to get some sunshine. But Texas, well, you have to escape cedar season, don't you?
Yes, that's true. It is true. I you know, I believe in exposure therapy. So we like go out and we go hiking and we get into nature and we just, you know, we eat the local honey. And but allergies, yeah. So other people get like cold and flu and like it's, you know, all the cold weather sicknesses, and we just have disastrous allergy attacks because it's warm one day and then it's cold the next day and then the cedars bloomed, and Texas doesn't know what season it is.
A little bipolar over there. Well, we can
That's a thing for seasonality.
yeah. Well, we can promise you a great time. We can promise you a wonderful WordCamp, some great food, and definitely a lot of fun. We are so grateful for your sponsorship, and we're so grateful that you're coming. So everyone, if you attend WordCamp Phoenix, I think we are selling our last few tickets. So please, if you see Michelle around, go up and say hi to her. Thank her for being a sponsor. Thank you for joining me today and talking a little bit about all the fun stuff at Pressable, and we'll see you in a few days.
Absolutely. Thank you.